All right, 8countnews.com is absolutely honored to have in the legendary boxing trainer, Angelo Dundee. What an honor. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me, Brad.
We are definitely honored to have you on board. Okay, Coach, you got a couple things going on. You got this gym you're opening up down in Miami, Florida. I want to talk about that. Tell the fans what you got going on down there.
Oh, it's nice. It's going to be at the same location, the old Fifth Street gym that was knocked down. And some nice people from Chicago asked me, Angelo, do you mind if we put a Fifth Street gym there? I said, please.
Absolutely.
It'll be like a monument to my brother Chris. And it's a great feeling because I'll be there for the opening. And you know what? Muhammad's going to be there.
Wow.
He wants to be there. He's just that kind of a kid. And I'm looking forward to actually spend some time with him. But he was here 3 weeks ago and came to see me because his son, Assad, plays baseball for the University of Louisville. He's a catcher. Naturally, if he was a fighter, I wouldn't want him to be a catcher.
Right.
But he's a good baseball player. And I'm thrilled because Muhammad gets kicks with that.
Wow. I mean, just the presence of Muhammad Ali and yourself at this gym, I'm guessing is going to just mass the media. I'm sure you have a huge media turnout.
Well, thank God. I mean, I think we've all missed the guy, and it's a shame that Parkinson is kicking the heck out of him. And I was when he got to Parkinson, I said, "This is one guy going to beat it," but it looks like he's not. He's having a tough time because a big guy, and I guess it affects bigger people. Because he got that kid as an actor, it doesn't affect them as much. And the oddity is that Freddie Roach has Parkinson.
That's right.
And he's a remarkable kid to be fighting like he is.
Yeah, actually, Freddie and I are pretty good friends, and Freddie told me that he actually, when he puts the mitts on and gets in the ring and moves with his fighters, he actually feels better than he does if he just stands around.
That's good. That's good for him because we know Freddie's a great kid, and I think we're seeing something. It affects bigger guys more than little guys. But Freddie Roach is a special kid and a great friend of mine, also, by the way.
Yeah, he's doing some really good things for boxing. Got that kid Pacquiao on board and a bunch of other young and up and comers. Now, when you do visit with Muhammad Ali, how effective? I mean, because Muhammad Ali's brain's fine, right? It's just a matter of not being able to verbalize it.
He's sharp as a tack.
Right.
He gets more out of a wink than we do out of a whole conversation.
Wow, that's just amazing. And how often do you see him?
As often as possible. In fact, the people of his foundation in Louisville asked me to come up there and do a thing on Zaire. I did that. And I'm open door policy with them because it's a great facility. It's a place for learning for kids. And Muhammad's part and parcel of it.
Wow. Now let's talk about the gym a little bit more. So once it opens, will it be a gym for anybody that wants to go in there and exercise, or is it going to focus on boxers?
Well, naturally, we're going to focus on members because members keep gyms open. And we're going to have great guys there because there's a big thing going on with boxercise. Train like a fighter, but don't fight like a fighter. It's a great conditioning tool. And we're going to have great young instructors there to instruct the people. Also, any pro fighter that comes down and wants to train, there'll be time for the pro fighters to train anytime they want to. Because we got the heat. It's tough to beat in Miami Beach because guys get in shape quicker.
Right. So when somebody wants to join, of course they pay a gym fee, and I guess they're assigned. Will they be assigned an instructor, or can somebody go in there and just work out on their own without one?
No, they got it's going to be the kind of gym where people members and they'll know each other, and it's going to be a warm situation. It's not going to be cold turkey where a guy can just walk in off the street. No.
Right.
It's going to be people that want to get into condition.
Now, where can the fans, those that are interested in joining the gym, is there a website or anything that they can go to, or they just
They can go to 555 Washington Avenue, Miami Beach, and there's several guys there that can out. Matt Biamonte will be one of the guys and one of the trainers there, and he's one of the kids that I've been associated with. In fact, he's the kid that's got the girl boxer, Christine Swanson, and I'm sort of helping him along with her. She's something to be, and she's a former University of Miami graduate. She's a fireman, oddly enough, and she's got so many pluses, and she can fight. And she'll be training there also.
Wow. So when you guys go down there, I mean, Muhammad Ali's down there and you're down there, will the fans have an opportunity to take a picture with you guys, or is there just going to be a press conference? How's that going to work?
As long as the pictures are taken, it means you're here. People stop taking pictures, and you get into that, who's that guy, then you're in trouble. No, anytime. Muhammad never turned down a picture.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy. All right, we'll talk a little bit more about the gym in a minute, but I do want to get your thoughts on some other things going on around the sport. I've always wanted to ask you. This is the first time I've been honored to actually speak with you.
I'm honored you're talking to me. Thank you.
Well, it's definitely my honor. Back at you. I wanted to get your thoughts on today's American heavyweights, and why do you think the current day American heavyweights they're just not representing like they did back in the 60s, 50s, 70s, and back in the day?
Well, I'll tell you, there's a couple of inroads being done. What's happening, big guys are going into the other sports. Now, what's happening, guys that don't make it in the other sports, there's a guy at the Hard Rock in Hollywood, has the gyms there, Michaels. What he's doing, he's getting young kids that don't make it in their profession, football, basketball, and he's going to make them fighters. So maybe we're going to see a trend where the kids will go into it. See, you got to remember, being a fighter is a tough hustle because you don't make it right away. It's a tough profession. You got to work at it, and a lot of guys don't make it because not everybody can be per se a fighter. It takes a special human being, a special individual, just to be a fighter because it's tough grind. You don't make the bread right away. See, kids get into the other sports because they can make a living right away. And boxing is not a certainty. It's a tough. You got to really want to be a fighter to get into it.
So it's your belief that, and I actually agree with you, that a lot of the future, guys that could be heavyweight champs are in the NBA and the NFL right now.
Well, what are you going to do with it? But you can't get them at. A lot of those guys have got they're aging, and you just can't jump from one sport to another sport. It's a different regimen and different training. Every sport has their own techniques of getting guys into condition. Boxing has their own. Football, baseball, they all have their own things, and it's a tough thing to get a guy from one sport and convert him into. Like somebody used to say, Muhammad would have been a great tight end. Well, that's not true. Muhammad couldn't do anything but fight.
Right.
He had a little thing with Jim Baldano when he was playing basketball. We were training at the gym beside the garden, Masquerade Garden. We were walking across the garden floor, and Jim Baldano playfully was messing around with my guy. So and he's a southpaw. I said, look, Jim, I don't let my guy work with southpaw, but if you want to spar, come on, let's go. And Jim told me later on, he says, his old man got mad at him because he didn't go spar with Muhammad. It was cute because Muhammad never threw a punch at a guy like that. He would have some fun with guys like that. Of
course.
Muhammad sparred with more newspaper men and television guys. In fact, I didn't spar with a guy in Singapore named Lim Ki Chen. He was the flyweight champion of the world. Imagine a flyweight with a heavyweight.
Oh, Lord.
And you know what I mean? Muhammad take a knockdown. And Lim Ki said, I did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We made believe. The guy was petrified. And we were friends, Lim Ki Chen and I, till he passed away on me.
Wow.
And things like that we always had. Wherever we went, see, this is boxing. We had camaraderie with the people we went into. People accepted them as their own. This is boxing, and you got guys like De La Hoya's like that. You got guys like Pacquiao like that.
Right.
There's a guy who's a great fighter who doesn't have that personality, Mayweather. But the kid's a nice kid between you and I. And people say, oh, he's not he is a nice kid, because I did an interview with him, and he put his arm around me. He says, Ange, he says, you're going to blow it, kid. You're blowing it. So he gave me that bit. He's just a very nice human being.
Yeah. Floyd Mayweather has got some issues to work out with his current situation with the arrest and the cell phone thing with the girl. But I believe Floyd is honestly, I think he should change some of the people around him, because he is a good kid. Does some good things for the homeless over there in Vegas, and for the youth. I know he's involved in some youth programs, so there's some good with Floyd Mayweather. I just think he needs to change some things a little bit. He'll be all right.
Great.
All right, now let's. I wanted to ask you this too. Share with the fans the first time you laid eyes on Muhammad Ali. And how long did it take from that point that you knew you had something legendary on your hands here?
That's enough. It was a night where he fought a guy and he got dropped. And the name escaped me right now. It's killing me. But the thing is, the chin. He was out on the way down, and when his butt hit the canvas, he got up right out and became bushy tail. Then I knew I had a great fighter.
Wow. So, one time I talked to Chuck Wepner, Chuck Wepner, who fought Muhammad Ali. One of the funniest stories I ever heard was Chuck told me that his wife came up to him the day before he fought Muhammad Ali and told him that she was going to go out and pick out the sexiest pair of lingerie she can find. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Chuck asked her to do that. Chuck said, honey, I need you to go get the sexiest piece of lingerie you can find. And his wife said, well, why? He said, well, because tomorrow you're going to be sleeping with the next heavyweight champ. Well, of course, tomorrow came and Muhammad Ali beat Chuck Wepner, and he was back in the locker room, and his wife came in and said, is Muhammad coming to my room or am I going to his?
Well, Chuck is that kind of guy. Let me tell you, I've always had controversy with Chuck that he stepped on my guy's foot.
Right.
With the knockdown, but he didn't. He threw a right hand to the body. My guy pulled and tripped.
Right.
It wasn't step on his foot.
Right, and Chuck has a lot of fun with that. And
Chuck is a good person. I mean, I tell you, fighters, 99.9% of them are good kids because the life they lead. It's a tough life.
Yeah, you're right. Now, how do you think, this is kind of a tough question, but how do you think Muhammad Ali would match up against these big Klitschko guys now if Muhammad was in his prime and they matched up?
They will be still trying to hit him.
Yeah, so
Muhammad would have a party, see, but those hypothetical questions don't count. Right. The guys that would beat the Klitschkos with guys with speed in and out, and the guys that stood tall. See, if you don't stand tall with these guys, they're too big. And they got both the two. I'll give you a great one. David Hay, if he fights the young Klitschko, will win. He'll knock out that one.
Vladimir.
If he fights the old Klitschko, he loses. There you go, Styles.
Yeah, Styles.
Don't bet on it because I'm the horse picker in captivity.
Well, apparently, I'm just David Hay. Apparently, he's kind of ducking those guys. He had an opportunity.
He ain't ducking. I guess if it boils down to locale and money, I imagine David Hay wants to fight in England, which is the greatest fighting area around.
Right.
The other guy wants to fight in Germany. So you got to go where the heavyweight is. You got to take a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the Klitschko's at a chance. I tell you what, he put 40, 50,000 people. The Klitschko's, they may not be doing very much in the American audience, but man, they're selling out some big places.
Stay in Europe. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, exactly. I just can't talk enough about Muhammad Ali and you, because you guys had such a great relationship and still do. Can you share with something with the fans that you know about Muhammad Ali that maybe they wouldn't know?
Well, Muhammad is an introvert. Believe it or not.
What? That's an oxymoron.
I pushed him to talk.
Wow.
He was the first guy, superstar, to talk. And he had such a glibness about himself. But let me give you the other thing. The guy that made him glib were the press, the TV guys, the radio guys. He got sharper and sharper. And his gimmick about predicting and talking like that came with a TV show with Gorgeous George in Las Vegas. We're fighting Duke Sabaton. So Gorgeous George is wrestling the night before in the sport arena. So Gorgeous George is there, and Muhammad's on the other side, and the TV guy's in the middle. So my guy's watching watching him over the TV announcer, and this guy started to say what he was going to do to the local kid he's wrestling. He's going to pull his arm out of his socket and beat him over the head. He's going to throw bobby pins to the crowd, and if I lose, I'm going to shave my hair, my beautiful gold locks in the middle of the ring. And I will crawl around across the ring and kiss his foot. He beats me, but he ain't going to beat me. We went, so Muhammad said, we got to go see this guy. So we went to the wrestling show. They sold out the place, sports arena. Muhammad fought a tough sucker as big as the Jalisco's named Doob Sabadon.
Mm-hmm.
And we had about 1,800 people. But that night we met Sammy Davis, so it wasn't a complete loss.
Right.
But Muhammad said we got to start doing some of this stuff, and that's when he started spouting that stuff. Then I lucked out. I got Drew Brown to come around, who used to holler and hell with him, and create a foot like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Right.
So it all picked up momentum. But Muhammad was an introvert.
Wow. Well, you created an extrovert, and he never looked back after that switchover. That's for sure.
Well, I honestly thought that the star should talk.
Right.
Fans want to hear from the star.
Well,
I'm honored they want to hear from me, but we're just guys on the sidebar. You got to go with the star, and fans like to talk to the stars.
Talk about Muhammad Ali's relationship with Howard Cosell.
I created it. I brought when we first went to New York. I went to New York with another fighter and did a 2-minute piece with Howard, and I watched this genius spout on the sidelines, and I was sort of ginger about going on with the guy because he was so good. No script, no monitor, no nothing, everything in his mind. And he did a baseball, and he picked the hitters, the errors, the pitchers, the catcher. He's fantastic. I was in awe of the guy, so I knew Muhammad had to meet him. But I also met Muhammad meet Jack Dempsey when we went to New York. Dempsey showed my guy how to throw a jab, and he threw it sideways. I said, my guy don't jab like that. From the great Jack Dempsey, right?
Wow. Yeah, no kidding. I'll tell you another funny story. I saw the actor, the actor Billy Crystal, big Yankees fan.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, he used to imitate Muhammad all the time.
Oh, absolutely. Well, when Howard Cosell passed away, Billy Crystal was telling the story. I believe it was on either the Jay Leno or the David Letterman show, one of those two shows. But he was a guest on one of those two shows, and he was talking about when he went to Howard Cosell's funeral, Muhammad Ali was sitting directly behind him, the seat exactly 180 degrees behind him. And during the service, the funeral service, Billy Crystal felt a tap on his shoulder, so he turns around and Muhammad Ali kind of waves him to lean back. So Billy leans back and Muhammad Ali whispers in his ear. He says, "Do you think the good Lord is going to recognize Howard without that toupee on?"
I don't believe that.
And Billy Crystal said he stood there and the tears just come down his face, and trying to hold his smile in, and that's and that's the kind of guy Muhammad Ali and Howard Cosell, the kind of relationship they had. It was wonderful.
They got along. They were great for each other. It was a marriage made in heaven because the fans loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe Howard Cosell was laughing at that line up in heaven, looking down, because that's pretty funny. I mean, what was, in your opinion, Muhammad Ali's biggest strength, his greatest strength in the ring, and what was one of his weaknesses?
Ballast, quickness. He didn't have too much weakness. See, I used to tell him, the axiom was kill the body, the head goes. So Muhammad says, kill the head, the body goes. Well, there you go. As I tell you, we never had a hard time. Because the reason I made Muhammad feel he innovated everything. I did nothing.
Wow.
But later in his career, many a time a guy would say, Angelo's your trainer. He said, no, he don't train me. Oh, that was the key. I had to make him feel like I did train him.
Right.
But, I did my little bit when necessary, and I had to be there when I had to be there, and that was it.
He's one of the wittiest guys, not only the greatest fighter of all time, but so witty, so sharp. I mean, he was
sharp
just quick.
attack.
Yep. All right, now I'm going to give you the magic wand, Coach, and you have the power to change something about boxing today. What's the first thing you would do?
Well, see, I got to get the commissioners to put better corner steps in because guys trip over each other. the corner steps in Madison Square Garden are the best because two guys can go up at the same time and the inspector can come in right behind them. So I would get that. Also, for guys like myself, I want to get an escalator in the corner so we can get up there. The legs get a little shot, when you get over 39.
Right.
So, no. What I would do, I would definitely ask the commissioners to get the bottom rope and put it about 3 or 4 inches towards the apron. It's always been a bugaboo. Kids get hurt off that bottom rope for some stupid reason.
Mm-hmm.
In Dooku Kim with Boom Boom. And
right.
This happens. You can't. It's a shame because they hit that bottom rope and it snaps their neck.
Yeah.
So we got to look, for inroads that make things as safe as possible. But see, the thing is you can't prevent a tragedy. You try to stop it before.
Right.
Tragedy you can't prevent.
Do you believe there's too many world champions, too many sanctioning bodies?
Now you can look at any sport and find negative stuff with it.
Right.
Boxing is boxing. It's not going to change. Forget about it. You got to have a governing committee. I hope we had one where we had a baseball commissioner, a football commissioner, one guy.
Right.
One unit, and this way. But see, what we got to have more than anything is fan recognition of the fighters. The fans don't know who the heck these fighters are. If they don't speak Russian,
right.
Thank God the kids will speak English.
Yeah, well, the fans,
we'd be in trouble.
A lot of the fans don't want to spend $50 to see the best fighters fight. I liked it when I was growing up when you could watch it on the Wild World of Sports on NBC. You could watch boxing for free on the weekends.
Well, that's it. But we got to find a way, a loophole. But everything takes time.
Right.
But there's a few things I would suggest. Like I would suggest to have a judge as an assistant to the referee if necessary, because the referee sees something from one side. The judge seeing the other angle could be able to help him assist, and and consult with the guy.
That's
this
interesting.
would be a plus.
What about
you can look for loopholes, but what's the heck's the difference? We do the best we can.
Right. I mean, the sweet science is the sweet science. What about instant replay in some cases? Do you think that would be helpful?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think spontaneous stuff is what people want.
Right.
They don't want to get an instant replay and stuff like that. What are you going to stop the fight and instant replay? No. That wouldn't be a goodie.
Yeah, that's true too. All right, a couple more things, Coach, and I'm going to let you go. I want to touch on the Floyd Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao thing real quick. Do you think those two guys will eventually get in the ring?
I think it'll happen. And I think Mayweather will beat Pacquiao.
All right, that was my next question. Could you break that down a little bit? What would be the key for Mayweather's victory over Pacquiao?
Mayweather is the best fighter around today, in my opinion. The way he does things effortlessly, and he can trap you, he can outsmart you. He gives you nothing to shoot out. He's as cute as he can be, but he's very effective with his punches.
Well, I tell you what, I always knew he was a great fighter, but what he did to Shane Mosley not too long ago really put the icing on the cake, because he made Shane Mosley, who was a great fighter and I believe a Hall of Famer, he made Shane look average. We know he's not an average fighter, but golly, did you think he would win that convincingly over Shane Mosley?
Well, styles make fights. His styles offset Mosley. Mosley's not a bad. You said it. Mosley's a good fighter.
Right. All right, Coach. Well, look, it's absolutely been an honor to have you on board. Let's talk about the gym real quick before you go. So, once again, just share with the fans when the grand opening is and the address again where they can come out and see it.
So, the 25th and 26th is going to be open house. 24th is going to be for family and friends. And thank God I ain't got no enemies. So, I'll be looking forward to seeing people.
Well, it's definitely going to be a great thing. Muhammad Ali's going to be there. You're going to be there. I'm sure a lot of others will show up. Just an absolute honor once again to have you, and I appreciate you coming on board the E-Count News Podcast. Can you give us some closing thoughts?
Anytime you give me a buzz, I'd be very happy to be on with you. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Coach. God bless. Take care.